Senator McLaughlin.
Thank you, Mr President. My question is to the Minister for Defence, Senator Reynolds. Can the minister update the Senate on what the Morrison government's 2020 and 21 defence budget delivers for Australia's national security?
The Minister for Defence, Senator Reynolds.
Well, thank you very much, Mr President, and thank you very much to Senator McLaughlin for his question and also for his very strong support for the South Australian defence industry and more generally, so thank you. Protecting our nation's security and sovereignty is essential to Australia's economic stability and also its prosperity. The 2020-21 Morrison government's defence budget is all about a safer and stronger Australia now and into the future. This government remains firmly committed to keeping Australians safe while protecting our nation's interests and also assisting our economy during the COVID-19 pandemic. This budget sees sustained and very strong investment in Australia's defence, with a 10-year funding model of $575 billion over the next decade. This delivers on the Morrison government's commitment to grow the defence budget to 2% of GDP in the 2021 financial year, and this achieves a commitment we made in 2013. Our focus in the budget and in our strategic update is on regional security, on maintaining our capability edge while creating Australian jobs. It also focuses on boosting cyber resilience and also supporting Australia's sovereign defence industries. This budget locks in $270 billion of investment over the next 10 years to continue to develop the capabilities of the Australian Defence Force. There is also a $1 billion investment that provides new and also unprecedented opportunities for Australia's defence industry that has been impacted by COVID-19, and this will sustain over 4,000 Australian jobs. Defence is also committed to supporting Australians right here at home during emergencies of national significance. And that's why the Morrison government is strengthening the ADF's ability to respond to natural disasters, to domestic emergencies and also to pandemics, both here in Australia and also overseas.
Senator McLaughlin, a supplementary question.
Thank you, Mr President. Can the minister advise the Senate how the government's defence investments are creating jobs and helping rebuild our economy, including in my home state of South Australia?
Senator Reynolds.
Thank you very much, Mr President, and again I thank Senator McLaughlin for that question. Continuing to develop Australia's sovereign defence industry is crucial to our nation's economic recovery and also, as I've said, to the creation of many more multi-generational jobs for Australians. Currently, there are already over 15,000 Australian companies in the defence supply chains, and that represents over 70,000 Australian workers who are benefiting from our government's investment in defence. And these numbers are continuing to grow even during the COVID-19 pandemic. And South Australia is a key part of the government's investment in building Australia's maritime defence capability and also our defence industries. And just last week, the Prime Minister was in South Australia opening the $535 million world-leading shipyard in Osborne South, which heralds the beginning of another local shipbuilding job boom in South Australia.
Senator McLaughlin, a final supplementary question.
Can the minister outline the importance of long-term certainty for the defence budget?
Senator Reynolds.
Thank you very much, Mr President. As I've said many times in this chamber, Australia's strategic environment is increasingly complex and it is also increasingly contested. That's why this government's unprecedented investment in defence capability and also long-term funding certainty that we have committed to in this budget is vitally important. It is important not only for the Australian Defence Force and for defence, it is also vitally important for Australia's defence industries. This 10-year investment of $575 billion, as I've said, $270 billion for new capability, will strengthen not only the capability and the resilience of the Australian Defence Force, but also of our industries and of the many tens of thousands of jobs right here in Australia. This government is delivering the much-needed certainty for both the Defence Force and the ADF. And the result of that will be that our Defence Forces will not only today be postured to deploy military power to shape our environment, to deter actions and also to respond if necessary.
Senator Keneally.